head. You took me off home, huh? I remember being stressed. I remember being.
Hey guys, welcome to Regular Talk. I'm your host Ebony. Today I have a dope artist. She is a singer, songwriter, actress, voiceover actress, carpenter. No. Rkhty here with me today. Such a pleasure to have you. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Good.
How are you?
I'm perfect. I'm good. Everything's
Perfect.
good.
Excuse
Everything.
me.
So far on the surface level, everything's cool. So let's kind of dive into how we met. You probably don't remember, but I actually went to one of your events. It was like 2 years ago. Union Hall. You had a Black History Month
Bedford Hall.
event. Bedford Hall. Sorry, yes,
No,
Bedford Hall.
RIP doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't. It's gone. Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
think since like maybe about a year or so.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a nice place.
I know.
Well, anyway, so you had an event there. I got invited by a friend. Dope event. I actually met Samo there. So shout out to Samo.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he sang the Black National Anthem.
Right.
So I was like, who's that guy? Like, I need him on the show. Then probably like 3 months later, I booked him for an episode. So
I could have sworn you guys knew each other like
no.
outside of that.
No. We
Yay.
met at the show, so thanks to your show.
You know, I try to do these events, and that is definitely my hope. So,
Mhm.
like, I'm happy that it
Right.
actually works out.
Yeah, definitely. So, do you have any events in the works, or are you just kind of just working on?
I do. I'd like to go on tour sometime in the summer. So, maybe like June or July. Nothing concrete. My main focus is just finishing up my EP.
Yes. Cool. Yeah, so let's actually get into the EP. You said it's coming out in June.
Top of June.
So do you have a name for it or anything yet, or is it kind of still in the works? Everything's still in the works?
Yeah, so I mean the working title is like Talk That. So we'll see. It's gonna be a handful of songs. I'm kind of like starting off slow. I wanted to do an album,
Okay.
but I had a brief hiatus, so I was just like, well, let's start off slow.
Right.
I have a completely updated sound, I would say, not necessarily
Gotcha.
like that new. And the project is really just going to be about just things that I kind of needed to get off of my chest as far as like relationships and just being like a woman and dating and whatnot. So,
Right.
Yeah. Talk that.
The track that you have out now, Lost Ones, it's really dope. I feel like it's kind of like a woman empowerment kind of track.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
It's well, not kind of. That's what it really said. That's what it gives to me. So it kind of talk about like a female kind of like saying I'm the shit. Like I'm reclaiming my time. You wasted my time. Like
and
now you're gone.
Like
now you're lost.
Bashing men.
And you're not bashing, right?
Right.
You're kind of just saying I'm dope. You appreciate me while I'm here. So can you tell us a little bit about that track and that song and what kind of sparked it for you?
Yeah, so I mean, and it's funny because a lot of guys actually really like, yo, this song is fire.
It's cool. The beat is cool. Like it's not like when you're listening into the words though, you're like, okay, she's saying some stuff. She's like, shit. But at the end of the day, like it's still like a nice bop to it. So that's cool. So yeah, tell us a little bit about.
So I mean, the song is self-explanatory. It's just kind of reminding a guy that I was once dating, like, listen, too bad, you came here a little bit too late. Like, this is what you had, and this is what you've lost.
Right.
So just don't bother. Like, don't waste my time.
Right.
Stop calling me. Stop texting me. Paging me. I don't know. More so DMing me. But
DMing, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, all right, well, you had your moment, and it's time to move on. So if you're not moving on, then I don't know what to tell you. You
don't know. See? You guys hear it. Rkhty said if you're not moving
2019.
You don't got time
Not
for
doing
that. So if you want to kind of give us, you mentioned briefly that the feel of the album is kind of more of a upbeat kind of thing. You took a hiatus. So what do you want us to take from this EP? Like, what is it that you want us to kind of take from it, and what are you giving us?
I think for the previous projects that I've released, or even like the songs that I've released, it was more so me finding my sound.
Mm-hmm.
My first EP ever, I had never like recorded or anything like that.
Right.
So, and you can definitely like hear the progression from the first EP to the second one, which is Sunday Sessions.
Okay.
Sunday Sessions is more of like an inspired mixtape. It's like heavily influenced by hip hop, and it's more so to pay homage to like those influences in my music and like in my life.
Right.
And this project is going to be a little bit more reggae based,
cool,
more up tempo, and I guess you would kind of say like alternative R&B.
Nice.
Because, you know, R&B, I think people think of it like on a certain tempo.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. It's this. I think there's so many different varieties and types of R&B, or kind of ways you can make R&B like a little different. So it's like you could make it more like alternative. You can do like more of the soul kind of way going. So it's pretty cool. So it's coming out sometime in June.
Top of June. Like I'm committing to this. Okay.
Right. She's saying it here too, guys. So if we don't get this album,
I'm committing to
this
it.
EP in June.
No. Like I'm almost done. I'm committing to this.
Good. So when you're not in the studio, I know you're busy. You're doing a bunch of things.
Yeah.
I also mentioned a voiceover, so you are also doing that as well. So
yeah.
when you're not in the studio and working on your stuff, like who are you jamming to? Like who are you listening to? Who's playing in your house?
It's bad, but I kind of don't listen. I like silence. It's bizarre. It really is.
That.
Yeah, it's really bizarre. Like every once in a while, and I drive a lot, so like I listen to the radio a lot, and it's just like, I don't really.
Okay, so that gives you more time to focus on your stuff.
Yeah, kind of. Like I daydream a lot, so it's like, I wonder if I get this done. Like I think that's probably my time to just kind of think of all these other things that I would want to do, that I want to pursue.
Right.
So I don't really. It might seem weird, but I kind of sit in silence a lot.
I know. I mean, it's surprising, but it's not weird. It's not weird.
Yeah, music. I mean, I listen to Coffee. Coffee is like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's dope.
Right.
She's really wrapped her in her whole. Yeah. It's
I just started to get into her, and I kind of just want to figure out, see what everybody else is doing, and I want to check in on my competition. What many R&B singers were playing? I like Summer Walker.
Yeah.
I haven't really gotten a chance to listen to her project yet, and and it's crazy because I don't necessarily listen to music within my genre or of music. If
Why?
I drive,
is there a reason? Like,
I guess I don't want to be influenced by it.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then, like maybe once in a while, if I drive and I'm listening to the radio, because you know, like every station, especially here in New York, like they play the same thing for the most part,
songs over and over. Yeah.
So I listen to more of like the independent stations,
right.
And like I try to catch like some jazz and like some classical music because I figure like hopefully something would be ingrained that by the time I get to the studio,
you get like,
oh, where did this riff come from? Okay, good, great, wonderful. So,
do you have any collabs on the EP that's dropping? Are you working with anyone?
Well, on the EP, I've worked with.
Or any features? Yeah.
Well, okay. So as far as like collaborations, writing wise, I've been fortunate to work with my friends.
Yeah.
So Denzel White, Silence, and Prince Weiser.
Okay.
They've written on my project, and I think some of the songs, especially from the guys, you'd be surprised. Like, they wrote this song? Like, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, it's been different because it's the first time writing with other people
right.
are writing my songs.
Oh, okay.
And it's more of like having to surrender and be like,
yeah.
Hey guys, I told Warren went, I was like, I want to rap. And I'm not rapping on the song that he wrote, but you would be surprised. Like, you're like, oh, okay, all right, cool. So the next single that's coming out is Nothing Less. And it is very like heavily reggae influenced.
Nice.
So you're gonna hear it.
I'm loving this reggae vibe you're talking about.
It's summer, like,
and
I've always wanted to do it. So, you know, I feel like
and
now
you're Caribbean, right?
Yeah. So both my parents are from Guyana.
Okay.
So I figure, you know, might as well just go for it. Why not? Like,
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I think a lot
of
of people would be very like, you're like, oh, like this. Like I'm very.
So are you saying it's like different from like
completely different from what I've done?
Oh, okay. So we're getting like another side of Rkhty, almost.
I guess maybe it's just
or maybe a side that we haven't seen. That's probably always been.
Yeah, I think I've been very reserved previously. So, especially when I gotta do these videos,
right.
We'll see.
Exactly, because we're gonna need the video to match with the lyrics, so you get
the but we'll see.
We'll see. So you mentioned going on tour, or in the works of probably going on tour. So that's something coming up. Is there any like individual independent shows we can catch you at or find you at?
I would say that the best bet is just to follow me on Instagram. because I'm an independent artist and I have to do a lot of stuff on my own.
Yeah.
It's a pro and a con because I can do things whenever it is that I want to, but I still, sometimes I'm at the mercy of other people and their schedules as well. Yeah. So I would just say to just follow me on Instagram. I'll have some promotional things popping up for next month in preparation for the EP as well.
So merch and shirts.
Merch is already out. This weather's a little flip-floppy, so you can get your sweater, and then I'm going to be dropping something seasonal in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, cool. I also know that you do like, if it's charity work or kind of like community kind of, do you want to tell us you don't have to dive into it so much, but I know that you're like all around, you kind of have your hands in everything, so I do want to bring that up.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a well-rounded
that's great, like
artist.
Some people can't keep up, so the fact that you kind of have your hands in a little bit and you're doing everything.
Oh, I can't keep up. So.
You look like you're keeping it up. Yeah.
I try my best.
So tell us a little bit about that. So if anyone probably want to join or.
So I started a organization called the Young Guyanese Professional Alliance, and I started it mainly because. The Guyanese diaspora is so large outside of Guyana, and I just don't feel like we have anything that reflects, the millennials and younger in our generation, as far as like being able to network, building that network, and building a database, so that we can still like maintain and build relationships with one another. I co-founded it with Melissa Noel. She's a journalist as well. Okay. And we are actually having our first event May 18th at the Slope Lounge in Brooklyn. Cool. And I'm still planning that. The General Council of Guyana has been very helpful. Wow. Trust me. I've had a lot of things you just kind of have to like keep on it, and that relationship is just a reflection of just keeping on it, and they're very like excited because of course they want the younger generation to be involved, so I'm gonna try my best to help out with the Guyanese independence celebrations as well. But
that's so dope.
So we did that. We did our first event last May, and then we kind of just had to regroup, get ourselves together. Yeah. We have a board now, and then so May 18th is going to be the first event, our first like official event. Right. So I'm excited.
That's dope. I'm excited that you're excited about that. So, so if you want to tell the people where they can hit you up if they want to collab, send beats, and I don't know, songs. Like you guys, like the music world is so like it's so
vast, but like the community is just like the pockets just end up very small.
Right. You kind of find out that this person or something like that. So
I think you guys can just all of my social media are the same, so it's RKHTY. And if you want to send any emails, you can send it to rkhtymgmt@gmail.com.
Okay. It's going to be written on the bottom right here, so they'll be able to see it. Well, thank you again for coming and sitting on my sofa. It's been awesome having you. Mm-hmm. And we look forward to what you have going on in the EP coming out June.
I'm committed to it. I already said it. I'm serious.
You guys check out Lost Ones. Lost Ones is really dope, guys. Like females, males, anybody. Like the song's for everybody. So
send it to a friend. Send it to your cousin.
Yes, it's really good.
Please and thank you.
It's really good. Thank you guys. Peace.
See you later. You must have forgot that I'm so damn fine. You must have forgot how I was going all night. You must have forgot you had a real one. You had a rider, but then you tried her. That's why you lost one, yeah. All of your feelings 'cause you lost one, yeah.